It's not like I wanted to start an apartment. That's the only place I had at that point. I worked from the time I woke up till I went to bed about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I did that for about 3 months. I really got sick. And I couldn't do that anymore, so I decided to rent the office down in downtown Morse Island. We started the business in '87. By '88, we have a office space. We purchased the software from a distributor, packaged it, sent it to Japan. We got to the point where we were shipping about $100,000 worth of software to Japan every month. So we decided to license software. Once we licensed, the manufacturer gave us a better discount. From licensing to, we became more publishing. Instead of buying the license or package to send to Japan, we are translating software into Japanese language. We did a lot of programming tools and the Macintosh games. Well, we're licensing one new software every month to be sold in Japan. I told them I'm going to start something different. I studied the internet enough to know that we don't want to be ISP. In 1996, my vision was to become web hosting company. At that point, domains were free. You can get as many domains as you want, no charge. So we licensed domains, start doing web hosting on the Windows NT server, which was probably the worst thing you can do to an internet. There was no software like web hosting tools available at that time. Well, there is no email software that is available. So we have to build everything ourselves. Our web hosting went well, except it crashed every 2 hours. We had an office on the 148th and the 40th near Redmond, near Microsoft. When we started selling Otsuka, we needed to add more servers. We blew a fuse so many times that we decided that this isn't going to work. So we needed to build a data center. It's not like now that you can have just rent a rack from any data center company. There is no data center. So we had to build our own data center in Bellevue. We didn't have a fiber optic like we do now. The Bellevue data center, we ended up having 6, 7, or 8 T1 line coming in and bundle them together to provide 6,000 or 7,000 customers. And one very cold morning, it was snow on the ground. Then snow turned into rain. So all the water that was accumulated gushed into the drain, which flooded the entire second floor of the building on top of our data center. In about 15 minutes, we had about 3 inches of water on the ground of the data center. And we had 40 servers running at the time. I told them to shut the computer down. That was the first big outage that we did. Because of the outage, that we decided we need a better data center, not something that we built. So we looked around and we found Fisher Data Center in Seattle. So we moved to Fisher, and everything was supposed to be great. I'm now doing a research and development for the PSP. I stepped down from a CEO position. Let Mayumi handle, she's a wonderful, smart, and being able to take care of all the business that's going on. Let her do the things that we need to do on the internet so I can spend the time on the things to come in the next 5 to 10 years.
Officially, I became president of PSP July 2009. I became president on July 1st, and on July 2nd at 11:30 at night, I received a phone call from my Fisher team, the data center people, saying they heard a large blast.
Something blew up.
They were told to evacuate from the data center.
We lost the air conditioning. We still had a power going. What's going on? They don't know.
That was my second day at work as a president. And it was more like a boot camp because I didn't go home for the next 3 days after that. We had a large electric room fire in Fisher buildings. Many other companies in this area, large ones.
Microsoft Bing people were there. Atos, PayPal was there.
I basically ended up staying in the office, working with the clients, no internet access. We had an entire network down, but we tried our best to communicate with the clients. It wasn't something desirable. Fisher Fire has taught us many lessons, but the biggest of all is that anything can go wrong. There's no way for us to know all. So the only thing we can do is to reduce the possibilities, and then when things go wrong, just be prepared to deal with it the best we can. We did open a backup data center in Bellevue.
We built a data center on our headquarters building parking lot. It's just a small data center. It's about a half the size of Fisher rack size. We only have 10 racks, but still good enough.
And we also made a lot of changes in the way we communicate with the clients. So my goals for 2012 is to grow the company with some acquisitions. We did one acquisition last year of a set of clients, a few hundred of those, from a local company, and we had another one that we just did this spring. We are trying to gain more clients domestically in America so that we can get more recognitions for our services and kind of grow, and also find open different locations so that we can all visit to grow the PSP with it. My long-term goals is to, by 2015, to double the sales compared to 2009. We are on track, a little bit slow, but moving forward. And by the way, not doubling the employees, trying to be efficient and just do a better job of running the company, yet to bring more clients.